Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. I want to start this analysis by a very interesting question. If you look at the manner in which Mount Kenya politicians have coalesced and embraced Raila Odinga's presidential bid, and if you are to rate their efforts to market or rather to campaign for Raila in Mount Kenya against William Ruto's inroads, how would you rate their percentage of input? Because we all appreciate that Raila Odinga tried and did his first attempt to climb the mountain. And I think by the time he was coming down that mountain, he had some 15 or 10% that at least have had to listen to him. Then after that, there were different frantic efforts. President Uhuru Kenyatta held a Sagana 3 meeting in February, that is in Sagana State Lodge. There have been a lot of other efforts, mobilization efforts, and it even reached to the climax of appointing Martha Karua as the running mate. So as we go towards this election, one of the pertinent questions that has emerged is why the president have finally decided to hit the campaign trail. But I want to confine myself to that question on why the president is finally going to central Kenya. I want to say that you can challenge me, viewers, in this channel, that there are areas, wards, constituencies that President Uhuru Kenyatta never stepped in the 10 years that he was a president. And so maybe only the time he was campaigning, but of course because he was from Mount Kenya, he could not go to any other area because by extension everyone was campaigning for President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Now Uhuru is going to Central, and just to lay the ground, the Deputy President Central Kenya Brigade decided to go to Kiambu and camp in Kiambu for, I think, 3 days to create a firewall. And if you read the tone of their rallies, of the tone of messaging, you will see an element of someone that is a bit paranoid, because the tone has changed. The first time President Uhuru Kenyatta announced that he was going to Mount Kenya, he was being dared, come, we are waiting for you. Come and tell us this and that. There was a lot of combative approach to President Uhuru Kenyatta's tour of the region. But listening to yesterday's rally in Kiambu, I captured different speeches, one by Moses Kuria, Rigathi Gachagua, and Justin Muturi. And it seems there is a change of heart, and they're now not going that combative. Because one of the things I can say, that even if you talk to people around politicians or aspirants, the UDA aspirants in Mount Kenya, we have many of them who are subscribers here, and when you talk to them, they will tell you that the problem between the Mount Kenya voters and William Ruto was not on his personality, but the people around William, the politicians around William that come from Mount Kenya, that designed a strategy, or rather a campaign narrative, to attack, insult, and abuse President Uhuru Kenyatta. Because to Gema, President Uhuru Kenyatta is their king. So that is what was undoing. In fact, some of those insults were being done in rallies that Deputy President William Ruto was attending. And you even remember, after President came out and publicly campaigned for Raila in Nairobi and Samburu, they never went after the president. But now it seems they've toned down. And so I want us to listen to this too, because I listened to their tone, and I also have a clip from Sabina Chege that reveals what exactly the president is going to do in Gema now. But let's listen to these voices from Ruto's rally.
Unajua hii uchaguzi adui wetu ni wawili, shetani na mtu ya kitendawili, na tumeambiwa lazima tuamuke kabla ya shetani. Na sisi tunamwambia rais wetu, si mmekaribisha rais akuja hapa nyumbani apumzike? Si mtamkaribisha na mkae na yeye mzuri, muoneshe buchari pahali ya kununua nyama, pahali anaweza kamata kitu jioni ya kitafuta usingizi, si mtamkaribisha? Sisi wenyewe tutampatia security kutoka Kasarani, tumsindikishe mpaka hapa nyumbani.
Na kwa rafiki yangu, mimi najua wengi hapa Katoto mnajua hapa iko rafiki yangu hapa. Hapa tu Ishaweri, si mnajua hivyo? Si mnajua niko na rafiki yangu hapa Ishaweri? Sisi hatuna vita na yeye kwa sababu tumefanya kazi pamoja na ile imefanyika ni katiba imesema ukipiga mihula miwili unaenda nyumbani na pumzika. Ama namna gani? Sisi huwezi kusikia mtu yeyote hapa anatukana rafiki yangu Uhuru. Hakuna. Mmesikia matusi? Ile tu tumemuuliza kwa heshima kama wale watu tumekuwa tukifanya na yeye tangu 2002 ni kwamba aachie sisi sasa. Na hasa amwachie William Samoei Ruto hii mzee akitendawili.
Sisi tulisema kula ni kwa huyu William Ruto. Si huyu ndio mtu wetu. Watu wa mangu mnajua huyu William. Huyu ni mtu mzuri, si ndio? Si huyu alisimama na sisi. Huyu alisimama na Uhuru. Wakati Martha Karua alikuwa anasema ati Uhuru afungwe. Wakati Raila Odinga alikuwa anasema Uhuru afungwe. Mimi nasema kama hii opinion poll ni ya kuuliza nani mzee zaidi ama nani ameanguka mara mingi zaidi, basi Raila ako mbele. Lakini kama ni ya kura, Ruto ako mbele.
There is a very well coordinated messaging to create a rapport and make sure that they don't antagonize President Uhuru Kenyatta's loyalists. And why? Because I can tell you, if today election was to be done in Mount Kenya, and let's just ask a question. If election was to be done in Mount Kenya, and let's assume the two candidates is Uhuru Kenyatta and William Samoei Ruto, and the voting place is Central Kenya, do you think Ruto will get more votes than President Uhuru Kenyatta? Just look at it that way. If that voting is to be done, the president will get 80% of Mount Kenya votes against president and against deputy president. So deputy president, I normally say that he got to Mount Kenya because Uhuru is not on ballot. There is no any other reason. There is no any other reason apart from the fact that Uhuru is not on ballot. And if Uhuru was on ballot, you would have seen a different story. Now, this groundwork is been done, and I even captured some photos, I think. I saw some photos where some UDA offices were being painted with Jubilee. So they are repainting those offices from yellow to Jubilee's red. So there is a lot of work that is being done. Now, listen to one Sabina Chege, and you'll get to understand, try to listen to her tone, and what exactly they think Raila Odinga will get in Central Kenya. Because this will help us to make very informative pointers to Uhuru Kenyatta's mission in Mount Kenya.
Wakati huu, baba hakuwa na kura ya Sabina akiongoza. Na wale ambao wanapenda Sabina, wale wa Mount Kenya ambao wamechange, ile tunasema change of heart. So, kama baba aliongoza wakati hakuwa na vote hata 1% ya Mount Kenya. Na sasa tuko over 30%. Na tuna matumaini ya kwamba by next 2 weeks tutakuwa 50% Mount Kenya. Tena wewe useme opinion poll ni fake? Labda wewe huoni. Na mwenye macho ambiwi tazama. Wagoje tu tarehe 9. Hiyo ndio itakuwa finishing. Na huyu mzee ambaye sisi kama Wakikuyu mara nyingi tumekuwa tukisema maneno mengi kumhusu. Mimi nimekaa na yeye, nimekaa na Mama Aida, nimeona ni watu ambao wanaogopa Mungu. Ni watu ambao pia wako na nchi katika roho. Na pia tumeona wale wengine ambao tulidhani ni marafiki wetu. Ulikuwa ile maneno ya 2007 tukasema tutawasamehea, lakini hatukusahau. Lakini hata vile tuliwasamehea na tukawaleta katika nyumba kabisa, waliingia mpaka wakaingia katika bedroom yetu. Na ile jambo ambalo mimi limenikasirisha zaidi ni kwa sababu walikuja badala ya kufanya Wakikuyu wapendane, wameleta chuki. Tumeona sisi wenyewe tukipigana wenyewe kwa wenyewe. Kwa nini tukulete katika nyumba yetu kisha ulete chuki? Tumeona waheshimiwa wanatukanana, tumeona sisi hata vijana wetu wanatukana rais wetu. Na mimi ningetaka kuambia Wakikuyu, unajua kiongozi anapewana na Mungu. Na usiwahi tukana yule ambaye ungetaka kuwa. Mimi ningetaka kuwa rais wa Kenya kwa siku za usoni. Kuna watu hapa ni wazazi wangependa watoto wao wawe viongozi. Lakini ukitukana kiongozi, jua wewe mwenyewe umejiletea ile ningesema ni kasi ya uongozi. Kwa hivyo sisi tunasema Uhuru amebakisha wiki 3. Ni kweli walisema amalize aende, ataenda na ataenda kupumzika. Lakini nchi yetu itabaki wapi? Hilo ndilo swali ambalo tuko nalo. Na mimi nimeingia mashinani hizo wiki 3. Siku moja kwa siasa ni kubwa sana. Na sisi tuna matumaini ya kwamba roho zetu, roho za watu wa kwetu zitapoa. Na watasema tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8 rais wa 5 wa Jamhuri ya Kenya atakuwa ni Raila Amolo Odinga. Hiyo ndio kazi tu tunamaliza hapa, tunaenda Narok. Tuko na kazi ambayo tunafanya ya women empowerment, ya dairy farming, ambapo tunataka kuanza small industries, ambapo vikundi za wamama katika vijiji watakuwa na ile mashini, wanafanya pasteurization, wanafanya packaging ya maziwa. Badala ya kuuza lita moja ya maziwa shilingi 30 ambao wanauza siku hizi, watakuwa kiuza kutoka 80 shillings kwenda juu.
So guys, if you listen to Sabina Chege, you will have an idea what exactly Uhuru is now going for. I think Uhuru's tour to Central is going to hit the last nail on the other young politicians from there. What I only see, and I will not advise, is maybe trying to decampaign the other candidates that are vying there against the Jubilee candidates. I don't think it will be there. However, the Jubilee candidates are well oiled in terms of finances, and they are now trying to run their own campaigns. Now, I want to, before we delve deep, kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and like our video. Kindly also share our videos to as many people as possible. Through that, it's amazing. And I also want to say thank you very much to Sally. Sally is our friend, is a subscriber in this channel. I received your support. Na asante sana. That is not in vanity. By the way, people who reach out and support in one way or the other, thank you very much. I know that there have been a lot of onslaught and venom that is being done, that all the problems that is affecting the whole country is been put in the head of President Uhuru Kenyatta. And by the way, for your information, just realized that the price of unga has dropped and is now going to retail at 100 from the 230. I think maybe the government has tried to do something. Uhuru is going to Central Kenya to undo anti-Uhuru venom. The anti-Uhuru venom was created, and it is a creation of a class of politicians that have always believed that they wanted to seize the leadership of Kikuyu community from President Uhuru Kenyatta. And I mentioned because they knew very well that Uhuru is not going to be on ballot, and Uhuru was going to make a choice whether he was going to support William Ruto or Raila Odinga. Uhuru was going to make a choice. And so I was talking to people, and I've always argued this way. If Uhuru was to remain with Deputy President William Ruto, do you think Kimani Chungwa, Rigathi Gachagua, Moses Kuria was still going to say what they are saying against President Uhuru Kenyatta? Were they still going to plant that venom that Uhuru has done nothing? Or the issue of planting Uhuru venom was simply a creation for political significance or political convenience? Because I honestly feel that is what was created. And if you look at it, whatever is happening now was planted before the election. William Ruto knew very well that whether these politicians were going to support him through Uhuru Kenyatta or not, but he wanted to pluck these young politicians from Uhuru Kenyatta's circle, because he knew that even if not 2022, 2027 was coming. And you could only manage them by bringing them closer. That's when you can organize this one to become an MP, that one to become a governor, that one to become a senator. So there have been a lot of software game that was done. Now, Uhuru, the anti-Uhuru venom, I think, Uhuru is going to achieve that through and expect an reconciliatory tone. I don't think it's going to be combative, because as we talk now, the contentious issue about the Kenyatta University VC has got itself in the campaign trail, and too many people have argued that Uhuru Kenyatta became so much emotional on the issue and was not supposed to do the public outburst. However, this is what people should expect from him. Very conciliatory, the same tone Raila Odinga is using, the same tone Martha Karua is using. But I want to also look at it in light of what Sabina is saying, that if Raila is now doing 30% or 40%, or 45%, or 25%, Uhuru going to Mount Kenya is tactically to achieve the magic plus 5% on Raila Odinga's tally. And the magic plus 5% is going to be achieved because the only person that is going, the value addition in terms of votes that Uhuru's tour is going to bring is speaking to undecided voters. Majority of those undecided voters are from Mount Kenya. They are undecided because they don't have one of their candidates from the last general elections. Someone who voted in 2002, 2007, 13 and 2017, that is the undecided voter, because like huko kura nishapigia nani na nani, so this time napigia huyu. A first time voter is very excited and most likely has made a choice that is going to vote for person X or Y. And I'm not saying that many people have not made a choice, but who is going to speak to the hearts of undecided voters? And some of these are going to be his loyalists. This 5% is also going to target people who subscribe to Uhuru Kenyatta's ideals. They are supporters of President Uhuru Kenyatta, not as a president, but as a person. So that is the group that is not going to achieve. Now, Uhuru also, I think, is looking at magnifying the visibility of government projects in the region. With the presence of the president there, you will see and expect a lot of imageries on what the president has done for the region. Now, this might not be translated to say now you have done, in messaging, Uhuru might not say I have not done this or vote for Raila, but it tries to neutralize the narrative that Uhuru has not done nothing. And this ties with undoing Uhuru's venom. When he's there, you will see a lot of imageries and a magnification of what Uhuru Kenyatta has achieved. Now, one thing you can also not underestimate is the fact that in this election, Uhuru Kenyatta is the guarantor of peace. In case of any election dispute or any friction, the guarantor of peace is President Uhuru Kenyatta. And I see him going there to tell Mount Kenya, and he's not going to speak to Kikuyu staying there alone. When he speaks, whether in Nyandarua or Nyeri, he's going to speak to the heart of a Kikuyu who is staying in Eldoret, in Kisumu or Mombasa. He's just coming out to guarantee peace so that people should vote and expect that there is not going to be any friction. Security. Because any other person who is going, the person that is going to protect the Kenyan voter is not Raila Odinga, is not Uhuru Kenyatta, but it's President Uhuru Kenyatta. It's not Raila Odinga, it's not William Ruto, but it's President Uhuru Kenyatta. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my analysis. I have a new channel known as Kevin Oduor Exclusives. I want to humbly request you to visit that channel. I have decided that I have realized that there are many people that reach out to me for support. Well, I can always intervene at personal level, but that's never enough and it's very overwhelming. My phone is full of messages of people who have human interest issues. So I've opened that platform at least to an extension to have the voice of the voiceless. So kindly visit Kevin Oduor Exclusives, and I have an amazing story about a mother that lost his son 7 months ago, and I've never seen that son. Check out there.